Hello, and welcome to the Vandal Factory podcast, produced by myself, Henry Raby, and my dear co-host, Natalie Quatermass. If you're new to the Vandal Factory podcast, this is a place where we discuss art and activism, and this is a bonus Factory Floor Cuts special where we focus on one artist or one specific event. And in this case, it is the indomitable duo Chamæleon. They are a collaboration between Palestinian poet Farah Chamma and Brazilian musician LIEV. I helped put them on in York, performing their show, So Many Ways to Move. Now, to set the scene, LIEV sprawled his equipment all across the floor, these laptops and mixers and projectors. Farah took to the stage in this tiny, intimate music venue, and the audience were captivated as they used audio, projected visuals, and of course, poetic words to unpack our collective fears in this grave time. This is an interview with the dynamic duo, and I've inserted some of the audio from the event to give you a flavour of this powerful pop-up temporary space. Now, I've seen a lot of political and protest art in my time, but this was a masterclass of bringing people together, of connecting, of sharing, full of rage and grief and hope. And there were tears, there was laughter, there was applause, there was holding one another. It was incredible. I want to give a special shout out to friend of the show, Pete, who helped host the pair and got them a buffet of food and also took them skateboarding by the River Ouse. I was mainly doing quite a lot of wobbling and falling off the skateboard, but these guys are all professionals and they were just nailing it, and we were having a lot of lovely adventures by the river. So I'm going to pop a little bit of audio at the very end of the podcast to share some of that joy. If you want more episodes featuring Palestinian artists, we did a whole Solidarity special episode, which is number 19. Episode 20 features Taki Spatin, who is a visual artist, and Juman Quenis, who is a filmmaker, both from Bethlehem. And episode 29 has our chat with Marina Barham, who is from the Al Hara Theatre. Please find the Vandal Factory podcast on social media. Please subscribe, share with your friends, share with your work colleagues, share with your fellow artists, share with the world, because after all, there are so many ways to move.
Between these lungs we suffocate, bit by bit we hate. This wall you built also surrounds you. This wall you built is also around you. Between these lungs we suffocate, bit by bit we hate. This wall you built also surrounds you. This wall you built is also around you. Between these lungs we suffocate, bit by bit we hate. This wall you built also surrounds you. This wall you built is also around you. Between these lungs we suffocate, bit by bit we hate. This wall you built also surrounds you. This wall you built is also around you. Between these lungs we suffocate, bit by bit we hate. This wall you built also surrounds you. This wall you built is also around you. Between these lungs we suffocate, bit by bit we hate. This wall you built also surrounds you. This wall you built is also around you. مشيتني حافية.
Can you tell our lovely listeners who you are and what your art form is, what your vibe is, what your energy is? I'll go to the talkative one first.
Please do.
We are Chamæleon. We are an electronic music and poetry duo formed by myself, Farah Chamma, and LIEV, the shyer one.
The quiet voice.
The one playing in the shadows.
Yes.
Lurking in the shadows. So Farah, you are the one that stands on the stage, performs the poetry. LIEV, you create the backing music that's like playful, ambient, experimental, looping and soundscapes. And you're here in the UK on your tour of Many Ways to Move.
So many ways to move.
So many ways to move. Can you tell us about this extraordinary show and the shows that you've been doing? Because at the gig last night in York, it was just phenomenal, and I think you had the audience in the palm of your hand. So can you paint the listeners a picture of what your performances look like, sound like, feel like in people's hearts?
So Many Ways to Move is the live version of our project, An Artist's Manual Against Apartheid, which we've been working on for a year with Shubak Festival, which is a bi-yearly, happens every 2 years. So what's the word? Biannual.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a biannual festival in London, and the word Shubak means window in Arabic. Great festival, great people. We've been working with them on this toolkit, which was a response to October 7th, in particular to archive different acts of resistance. Yet it's a response to occupation, colonization in general, spanning years and years and years. And we launched the website, An Artist's Manual Against Apartheid. We released an album called AAMAA, An Artist's Manual Against Apartheid. And So Many Ways to Move is the way we move with this work. And to paint a picture, we really, working on it, we didn't feel it was a performance. We felt something had to shift in the way this work is shared. So the word I felt comfortable with is sharing. It's a sharing more than it is a performance. And it's a calmer, more floaty, more inviting piece, inviting the audience to be there, to participate, to listen, to feel things in their bodies. There's more silence, internal and external, it feels. Usually on stage, we would fill the void in different ways. We'd go from one piece to the next. It's faster. This one has a bit more slowness, and because of the weight of the weight of the world and what we're talking about, and it's very directly about something, very clearly a project that is, very clearly shaped. It's not different songs put together in an album, right? It's one project. Silence has been important. Space has been important. And the show in New York was beautiful. I enjoyed it very, very much, and felt that the audience was ready. The audience that came knew why they were there, had very clear intentions themselves. There was something very beautiful about how quickly they responded, how open. I felt it immediately. I didn't think it would be the case immediately, because we were at a pub, probably a venue that has more live music. So I was like, ooh, how would that happen? And it really happened. It's beautiful.
I love to talk about the music, because so much of it as a producer is you working on like a laptop with soundscapes, but there's so much of a liveness to it as well, and it's marrying this like live energy with Farah, with the audience, but as well like using what you've already tooled up and created. Can you talk about that beautiful process of creating this electro-organic music? I never heard that phrase before till I had to write the bio. I took it from your website and I was like, electro-organic music, what's that? But I saw it and I heard it and I felt it.
Yeah, I think there's for this project specifically, there's also a very clear direction, but there's it's almost like if it's open-ended. So we are trying to archive a lot of things, take other projects in, other artists, other things that happens in the world, and I think this is kind of the spirit that we're trying to understand, how to move to the stage, how we invite people to be more participant, to include, to listen to them, because this is not about us. It's about us as the both of us. It's about us, the collective. And in the soundscape, I'm trying to understand how to manage this as well, how to include what's happening in the space, or even read the room, to interfere as little as possible, but more like in a minimalistic way, to understand how to set the mood. And I think this is the work right now. This is working to make people listen to what they are giving to me as well.
How do you feel about possibly some of us sitting on the floor? Yes. If we feel like it. Only if we feel like it, only if our backs permit. I've never sat on a floor at a bar, personally. Beautiful. It would also be good to have some space around. If you have some space around you, it would be great, just a little bit, even if you're seated. Feel comfortable enough to connect a bit to the body. Be like, ooh, we listen to some intense shit. And we need to kind of process that. And the whole world is intense shit. And we need to process that. We do it cerebrally, we do it intellectually, we do it viscerally. And at this point of my life, it's been mainly visceral. And the channeling work, and this project in particular, that we will share with you today, has been a channeling, really. And we consider today to be more of a sharing than a performance. And I was so happy to see this many kofiyas in York and in this audience. So I want you to look around the room, acknowledge people. Maybe the person next to you, maybe the person behind you. It can be uncomfortable to look at people we don't know, but just look. Our look can say thank you. It can say we're a collective, even if we're in a tiny bar in York, we are a collective. We're wearing kufiyas, we're wearing Palestinian flags, and we have beautiful people like Henry to put things like this together. I am very grateful to be here. I am from Palestine. I am from Nablus, to be specific, yet I have never been there. And this statement comes with a bit of guilt, diaspora guilt they call it, and it also comes with a lot of anger, because fuck you, Israel, I want to go home. I just want to go home. Leave me alone. I've been all around the world, alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Thank the Lord for giving me beautiful opportunities to go all around the world, but I really want to go home. It's very simple. My mother's family works in olive harvesting and olive oil making, and I want to be part of that. We receive the olive oil, but till now I haven't been able to go. And I would pray and would love to, in this lifetime, be able to go there. Ya Rab, and thank you for all your prayers today. Your performance was very strong. It must have taken a toll out of you to put all of this together, very factual, it's very lit, it's very connected to what's happening. So thank you very much. Take care of yourself, please. Don't burn out. And keep those prayers coming, because we need them. We need to keep doing this work, and we need to not burn out while we do it. And we need to keep our eyes on the goal. There are many ways to save free Palestine. Many ways to see the occupation falling. It does not matter where you are from. This is also about you. The injustices in my country are linked to the injustices in yours. Do not let borders trick you into thinking we are separate. Do not let politicians contort your visions of the world. We are either sickness or cure. We are either sickness or cure. We either alleviate or we aggravate. There are so many ways to move. So many ways to move. If you feel the urge to move a bit, even if you're in your place, a part of your body feels like it needs a bit of, do it. Feel free to break the norms of the bar. This one. Do it a bit. It's good. It's good to feel it and say, fuck. Holy shit. There are so many ways to move. And we choose to move towards liberation.
This is part of a little UK tour, well, a big UK tour. You're going after this to Portugal and then Greece, is that right?
Yes, Spain and Greece.
Spain and Greece.
It's not a UK tour then, it's a...
Yeah, did I say UK tour? I meant, I'm so bad. I did this yesterday. You found me out. This is me leading up to going, so you're not coming back, right? This is it, you're done. What do you love about touring and seeing the world? What connects you? What brings you joy when you visit places? What do you take away from places on seeing the world?
We're always walking around going like, this is beautiful, it's wonderful, but we're actually in awe. Like it's a wondrous state to be like, wow, we create this together. We had a vision when we met that we would do this, and we're doing it, and it's happening. And it's even more beautiful because it's not commercial work, and it's happening. And those who invite us are very intentional people. And we're not talking about easy things, and we're usually talking about censored things. Places do not accept this. So when it moves, when people say, yes, come, we really believe in our work. And we really feel like gratitude is a very big element in who we are. It's, seeing different places feeds us. Like, just like we give, we also take. There's a symbiotic relationship. And next week we're going to be with great friends that run a very small production like concert event management company called La Otra Orilla, Diego and Luciano, who usually try to go places that concerts and events don't really get to. So we're going 30 kilometers away from Barcelona to La Plana to share this work. It's strange to get places that are difficult. It's not something that, it feels like a blessing. It just feels like, okay, there is something invisible that's in the works, just taking us where we need to be. And these are places we never thought we would go. They're not like, I want to go to New York, and it's not coming out of that. It's coming out of people who are really sensing something in the work. And I really felt it yesterday in New York, in the venue. Just when people came to me, and an older woman, like probably in her 70s, said, I haven't had a good cry like this in a while. And I'm like, oh, can I have a hug? And when she said hug, I was like, I melted, I just felt I was in the north. I felt something. And it's this exchange that really I care about, right? Personally, it's the language, it's where I am, it's the particularity of where I am. And yeah, I love that I'm in the north. I love that as well, that we also made it somewhere unexpected. Like telling my friends in London we were performing in New York, they're like, huh?
The old one, the new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was just talking to Farah these days that I connected with a friend of mine in Brazil that we used to play in a band when I was 17, 16. And we're just recollecting this time and trying to trying to understand what's happening now, because he has a collective as well that is he does visual arts and projections, and he was in Paris doing this, and I was here, and we are just trying to understand this. Like, we are going to places that is very hard to get, but we are, like me and him especially, we're from a place that is very hard to live. The very, very small, very far place in São Paulo, Brazil, like the outskirts. And I think we are understanding the power of connection. Like he's connecting through art with people, and the message as well. His message is very political, and this is hard for us to get through in Brazil. It's very hard to make this a living there. So it's interesting, like this movement of connecting to people outside there, and trying to keep the message like as the moving force. So this is it's been beautiful, like connecting with this kind of project as well, and this kind of people.
I'll just ask one last little question for you guys, then we can get back to the buffet and the picnic that's here. But if there was an artist, visual artist, poet, writer, musician, whatever, and they said, look, I feel so angry at what's going on in the world, and I feel a fury and hopelessness, but I don't know what direction I can take my art. Maybe they paint beautiful flowers, but they don't feel they create political art, or they write love poetry, they don't write protest poetry. What would you say to that artist to like say, yeah, like what they feel like they could move towards or create or use their energy in a certain way? Because I think when I think of amazing political work like you guys, like last night, and in the work you do, makes me feel really hopeful, and I just want to see a little bit more of that seeded into the world. So is there anything you could say to an artist listening that is looking for that next boost?
I mean, there's something about quietening down the noise, internal noise of what we should be doing, the pressure. I think that comes first, and it's not easy work. And I say this also because it's a daily exercise. It's like the fine tuning. I don't believe we should all be doing political art. I don't believe we should all be doing art. I believe we should all be alert and present and listen and filter, because there is so much shit, really, and we know it and we feel it and we say it, and we get caught up in a lot of it all the time. And anger can be just another form of shit, bullshit even, and just stemming out of not the best intentions, or stemming out of personal entanglements or family trouble, or, you know, romantic trouble. And it's important to be here and look around you and understand, what do I have? What is my relationship to the world, really? What am I supposed to be doing? What feels right to me? And this is an Audre Lorde line that I love so much. What feels right to me is really a very important thing to know. It's the gut feeling. And when you connect to that, I believe you automatically move towards something beautiful. I think when you cut through the trauma and the pain and you just start doing beautiful things and lighter things. And I believe this is what I would say as a general comment to anyone, be it an artist or not. Go there to the quieter place inside you.
I think I will second this. It's very well said, but I will add something that goes through me a lot. Like we should try to understand as well that we shouldn't have to do some political art, but we are in a sense always doing politics. There's this also. We shouldn't even be doing art, but there's artistry in living. So this, what she said is, this being present is to tune in with what you have to give to the world. So I think this is the most important thing, if it's singing, writing, or talking to people on the streets or whatever, or even things that we don't think that as artistry. I think this is the work that we're trying to do. Like, this is constantly daily work that we try to do to make sense of all of this. So yeah, this is my take.
So this is the boycott piece. We, by chance, by putting an X, had forgotten that no in Arabic is literally this sign. When you write it, there are different ways to write it, but when you write it, and I thought he put it on purpose. But he just didn't, and that's why this works, this thing. It's magical. Don't know how it works. He doesn't speak Arabic, but not most, but a lot of our pieces are in Arabic, and he just gets it somehow. It's just coincidence after coincidence. It's great. No thanks. I'm not buying this. We have been sold too many things, especially lies. The West only lives when others die, so no thanks. I'm not supporting the Coca-Cola company, Nestle, Danone, Procter & Gamble, L'Oreal. When I walk into a store, I will scan every item. I will look for alternatives. There are many apps and initiatives to guide my boycott. I will remind myself, my small acts of resistance are kindness. My small acts of resistance carry my heart towards abundance. I am not a mere consumer of your brands. I am alive and have eyes and hands which expand way beyond your multi-billion-dollar companies. I have eyes and hands brave enough to say no. No thanks. I'm not buying this. As much as I like this shampoo, as irresistible as your offer is, I will resist. لا 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 لا. That's it. When you see Coca-Cola, say لا لا. There's Gaza Cola in London. Great. I didn't taste it actually. Is it great? Oh, we didn't. We're not. But you know, it exists. Okay, yell out things that you know you need to boycott, but you don't. Go. No one's gonna judge. Oral-B, Amazon, Volvic. Oh, I love Volvic water. It's so good.
Costa.
Oh, Costa's a good one. Oh. Oh. Great one. Ariel, yeah, detergent. I mean, shit, I bought like detergent that smells like feet. Yeah. Like, no, I don't want to boycott today. No, but yeah, great, thank you. How many poets, writers do we have in the audience tonight? Feels like it. Feels like a creative group in York. As a writer and a performer and an actress, it's been difficult. I've been questioning my work. I've been thinking maybe I should join some kind of army training because that's more useful. No, I'm not sure how. It's been a doubtful year. What are poems doing really? When they are like, they're great. But I mean, you want them to stop that rocket. Like, they don't. They never do. And just like Henry is donating any funds to Gaza Poet Society, we created a piece called Write, so the action verb write, which puts together these initiatives like Gaza Passages and Gaza Poet Society and the Palestine Literature Festival, some literary events that really feel like they're in line with us. They're not on the surface, they make sense. And this is a piece I love very much, and it contains voices of writers whom I love, so we collaborated with them to create the piece. And I would like us to listen to it together.
If you are a writer,
think of writing poems in a city under siege.
Think of others writing poems with
their windows open.
Israeli airstrikes destroying
Whole neighborhoods. If you are a writer,
If you're a writer,
If you are a writer,
summon the spirit of Hiba Abu Nada.
Killed in her home in Khan Yunis
On October
2023.
Call the name Nuruddin Hajjaj,
killed in his home in Al-Shuja'iyya on December 23, 2023.
If you are a writer, stop for a minute.
Stop for a minute.
Stop for a minute
and read the
and
words
read the
read
words of
the
those
words
who
of
burned
those who
with more to
burned.
say.
What to say.
Gather your strength
speak
And
to
speak
Rifat
to Rifat
al-Ar'ir
al-Ar'ir in your every breath. Tell him,
Tell him,
we hear you.
Tell him
We
we're
are
living
living
to
Tell
tell
him.
his
We
story.
We are living to tell his story.
tell him, we are making it white
We are making it white
with a long tail.
with a long tail.
Well, we'll finish off by asking if you could give something into the world, and that thing is a suggestion, a recommendation for a song that the listeners should listen to, and we'll play it on the podcast. We've been sat here in Pete's lovely little flat listening to absolute bangers from around the world. Lots of Brazilian music though, but you can recommend anything that you'd like the listeners to check out. Farah, I'll go to you first. What would you like?
I'm with the last song we listened to, the one that brought us joy, like the one I chose. The band is called El Tambura. It's an Egyptian band, and the song is called Shuft al-Qamar, I Saw the Moon. It's a joyful song. It's a beautiful, joyful song from Egypt, like folkloric also.
I think I will recommend. We are talking about Talking Heads, David Byrne, and what he used to do, like to listen to a lot of Brazilian music. And he made me discover a Brazilian musician that was very young back in the day. that I loved, like that influenced my music doing for a long time. It's called Yonglu. We didn't listen to this. I could put this after. And the song's called Waterfall. It's a beautiful work of art for me. And then I can send you. Yeah.
What's your review of Pete's skateboards?
Great location. Feeling really cool. Feeling 10 times cooler than I felt 2 hours ago.
What?
And you must have felt pretty cool then already, right?
Yeah.
What's the good thing about this skateboard?
This one in particular,
Yeah.
the longboard.
Yeah.
The longboard is like you hover, you have more space. This one you feel like people expect you to do tricks,
Right.
but you don't have to.
Well, you've already
especially
done a couple of ollies and backflips.
Of course.
Yeah,
Yes, I have.
yeah.
Indeed.
What's your preference? Which one do you like?
Chunky wheels.
Chunky wheels.
Yeah, skateboard with chunky wheels.
What's your preferred board?
Oh, I am with I'm old-fashioned.
Old school.
Old school, yeah. This is the one.
Farah's off. Bye.
Bye. Bye, Henry.
Bye, everyone.